Hare Krishna, dear parents. On behalf of Neve Nurture Plus, I welcome all of you to today's workshop by our esteemed educationist, Miss Kalpana Mohan. As you may be aware, ma'am has been conducting various workshops for all of us. So I'm sure you're all familiar with ma'am's background. So Miss Kalpana Mohan is a teacher by profession hailing from Bangalore with 35 years of experience in teaching and administrative. She has won several awards for her contributions to education, and very recently, she has been awarded as Distinguished Educator India by AKS in Dubai and bagged the South Indian Women Achievers Award in the field of education. So, coming to today's topic, it's really very interesting. The topic is lifestyle changes to be happy. So, according to recent research, only 3 out of 10 people are very happy with their lives. It wouldn't be unfair to say that true happiness comes from within. But no matter how much we try to rely on inner happiness, our lifestyle and surrounding factors play a very crucial role in our happiness. So, if you're looking for the change in your life, so this is the right opportunity to gain knowledge from ma'am. And without taking much time, I would request Kalpana ma'am to address the topic for the day: lifestyle changes to be happy. Ma'am, over to you.
Good morning, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shushma, for the introduction.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Welcome, all of you. And it's yet another day with you people. I'm so happy to be amongst you after such a big break, I think, almost 2 weeks break. But today, there is a very different topic, very different way of looking, because it's a social question. It's not only parenting, it's not only things which are going to be associated with your child and its education and so on. It's associated directly to you, each and every one of us, each and every one individual around the people. So I feel that these things have to be spoken not only to the adults, later it should be transformed to the children. But how can it be transformed to children? When adults are following certain methodology, the children will follow it too. We are all going to be the idols or the people who are going to model the way of living to our children. So it's very pertinent that all the parents know about it and understand what kind of lifestyle we can live in so that we can live healthy and happy life. Without wasting much time, I will just go on to my presentation because we have a short time of 1 hour, a lot of things to talk. So probably we will start off with that and we will get back whenever there are questions. You can just keep typing in your chat box the questions and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, I'll share the screen itself. So that is what is that lifestyle changes to be happy. Um, um, the people who are going to be around us are going to be very, very thankful that we are having such kind of things, so that you can also talk to your friends, your relatives, and your people around you, so that we can work on that. So, what is meant by lifestyle? We are talking about lifestyle. This particular part says that way in which a person or a group of people live and work. Many people are trying to adopt healthy lifestyle these days, but there is a definition which is given: the habits, attitudes, taste, moral standards, economic level, etc., that together constitute the mode of living of an individual or a group. That's called lifestyle. Okay, what is habit? That whatever you do every day, whatever you have an idea how we've been practicing for a long time, that forms as an habit. And
Uh,
habit.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. We are not able to see the presentation, ma'am.
Why? Wait, I'll just.
We can see it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the habits, every day what you do, and attitudes which is formed during because of the habits what you had. Taste. So somebody likes something liking. Taste is not only food taste, maybe a color, a design, a place, an environment. Somebody likes a very noisy environment, somebody like a calm environment. Those things are all called taste of a person. Wow, your taste is so bad. Yeah, you are wearing such a jarring color. People will say, oh, I like it. Why you are having a problem? People talk, isn't it? So that taste also. The taste is not only for the food, it tastes for the liking of people. Moral standards. Everybody has got their own standard of moral, basic morals and other morals and all. For one person, which is right, other person it may be wrong. So one person will say, I will tell anything on openly. I don't keep anything in mind. Another person, it will hurt others. So why do you talk like that? So the standards are different. Economic level, of course, you are rich, poor, middle class, upper class, whatever. And all these things constitute a way of living or mode of living of an individual. That is called lifestyle. One person lives in a different way, another person lives in a different way, depending on what are they capable of, what is it they are allowed to do, and what they want to do also. So what is it, why it is very important, why we are talking about changing lifestyle to be happy and things like that? Why should we change the lifestyle at all? Somebody says that whatever I am, I'm okay. I don't need to change myself. But there is a possibility there are some kind of problem, some kind of things which you are following every day will cause certain amount of illness, health problems, and so on and so forth. So when you're looking on that, living a healthy lifestyle can help prevent chronic disease and long-term instance. That always people say, change your way of living, change your lifestyle, because something every doctor or anything, even people who are very, very great experts in Ayurvedic, they say always the lifestyle changes. So feeling good about yourself and taking care of your health are important for your self-esteem and self-image. Somebody always think that I am good, I'm looking good, I'm healthy. Every time when you go, how are you? Okay, only my legs are aching, my head is aching. Every time you say that, oh, that girl has come. No, one always she'll have complaints about her health. That's what they say. Why do we do that? Because we feel that it is, we always tell about her health in a negative way. When somebody asks, the moment we say that, our image goes down. They will put one label, always complaining kind of thing. And also it'll bring your self-esteem. If you're not well for a long time, wherever you go and whatever you want to participate, you will not be able to do it. The people who are a very, very, very classic example is people who have diabetic. They go out, so many people will be eating whatever they want and you'll be looking, choosing what to eat, what to eat. Why are you not eating this? I can't eat this because I have diabetic. So that esteem and self image goes down in front of people and you feel so bad about it. So maintaining healthy lifestyle is what is right for your body. Is it only for the body? The body consists of body, mind, and soul. So we will start having several tips, and I'll tell you why we have to have this. The first tip is always like this. Live every day as though it is the last day of your life. That is, if somebody comes and tell you, you are not going to live tomorrow. So what will you do? You will be very happy. You will spend time and you will call people and talk, and you won't be happy. Probably you will be thinking, tomorrow I'm going to die, tomorrow I'm going to die. But you want to finish so many things on a single day. And you will talk to friends. I fought with him that day. So let me talk and go. Tomorrow I'm not there, but so I'm talking to you now. I'm keeping everything in order. That we do. So you can see the positivity of people who escaped accident, almost died. They will say, Ma, henceforth I will take care of myself properly. I'll become positive. I will not fight with anybody, and so on and so forth. The personal experiences are very important here. People who have got very close shave with death. People who have seen their own kith and kin struggling so much for so many things, lives and things like that. That is going to bring positivity in your life. They will say, okay, what is there? Why we have to fight? Why there is controversies? Why there are conflicts? Let me not have it, because we don't know whether we are going to live tomorrow or not. We have already gone very, very near to the death. Why do unnecessarily do that? And so on and so forth. So every day can be treated as the last day of your life. Every day, because everybody say, in actually there is saying in Tamil, "Tungalum virithalum pode sakadu." That means to say, sleeping and getting up is nothing but like a death and getting up out of it. So it's every day is a new day for everybody. So those things we have to keep in mind. Positive mindset to keep yourself positive towards others. That's the first change we must make. The second dream will be, you can start writing about your good thing, what has happened in life. We won't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So there are so many things. What we normally do, we recollect wrong things very quickly. That person told that time that place wrongly about me. He spoke so badly, etc., etc. We normally remember all those things very quickly. But how many people count? There is always a count your blessings. How many people do that? Count your blessings. Write down. I got this time. I got this particular time. My father gave this to me. My father supported me. My mother gave this to me. We always say, my mother shouted. My father-in-law shouted. My mother-in-law did this. My son did it. My husband did it. Or my wife did it. So there are a lot of things are coming in your life like that. But if you start writing the good things, you will know you have more in good things in your account rather than the bad things. Also, when you write down your problems, you can check for solutions. If there is a problem, there is a solution. That's what we say. But no problem in the world is unsolvable. There is a way and mean for that. We need to understand from where we have to go and address it. We talk to ourselves. So if you write it down, oh, this is the one. Okay, I think I have a solution to it. So we can do that. So why we have to write? It keep your memory afresh. So there was a problem. I got a solution like that. That also you can write down. I solved this problem in this way. So in future, if you are going to encounter that problem, you can use the same methodology or an improved version of it. So this is one of the lifestyles, like keeping record of what we are doing, writing down our thoughts. This is one of the very beautiful change in our lifestyle. We can. So many people might do it also. We don't know, but basically, not everyone sit and write about good things. I know pretty well. But if you start doing, your mind becomes very positive. Then next question is that I want to live in a way in which I should be remembered. So people do write, epitaph, they say, we always do that in one of the exercises. When personality development workshops are happening, we always ask the people to write what you want to be written on your grave or epitaph. We call that as an epitaph, right? So we always ask what you want to be written. That means you have to live like that to be written on the epitaph. Epitaph is what? Your children and grandchildren, they remember you. Oh, my grandfather, my grandmother is so nice. She did all this thing. Or my grandmother is a katusya. Don't even talk to each other. Very difficult person. What kind of person you are? That we start working. Today, when I'm going to stand in front of the mirror and ask how I will be remembered by others, then there is a question. You will start changing yourself, possibly. Or sometimes, wow, I'm living very well. I have no issues. My children will remember me well. If that is the case, your esteem is good, and so you can continue to live like that. But normally, we have certain amount of element of doubt about how do we live and how people will remember. How they will remember. This person will always work. They won't even look into the family. They won't come and sit with us and talk. They are not available to us. Or considerate person. Wow, my mother, no, she always takes care of me. She will never say no to me. Something like that, So those things, like live the way you want to be remembered. That is what the change we have to make first. Then we all know about our great stress. The stress is there for every single thing, small things, big things, everything. Somebody, when you are driving, somebody overtakes you. Or you are gone late for a function. What is that we can do about? Nothing. It's not in our hand. We went late. Yes, we went late. For that, oh, anxious. Oh my God. Next time you go proper. Next time you change your time. If at all you are left 10 minutes early, you leave 25 minutes early. So whatever it is. Stressing yourself and reacting with tension will weaken your senses. So this one part, it is very easy to give advice. Everybody has got their own stress levels, high or low. But what will happen if stress levels are high? Our senses will become little weak. Anything you do in hatred, haste, anger, stress, it will all go completely over the toss. It won't work properly. So we need to work on our stress levels. We need to reduce that. That is one of the very important lifestyle changes we should do. This is another thing. Tomorrow, always say tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. So when there is a job, you like it or not, if it has to be done by you, do it immediately. That means to say, somebody will say, go sweep that place. I'll do. Father will say, mother will say, I'll do. But you don't want to sweep. You are just trying to postpone it. But ultimately, you are only going to do. Why can't you do it and finish it off? We normally do one thing when we are eating, on a leaf. We always keep one particular dish which you like the most and keep it in one corner. What? I'll finish all the food and I eat it. So that the taste remains with me. So we push it in the corner. That is for liking. But if you don't you dislike something, either you throw it away, or if you are a person like me that we should not waste anything, you will eat that first so that it just finish with that. That finishing with that first is normally a good thing. Why? When you procrastinate, when you postpone things, it'll always have a worry. Oh, I have not finished it. I have not done it yet. I have not done it yet. That will be back of your mind, Then what will happen? You will always get stressed. So procrastination, avoid it. Do not postpone things. Later, I'll do it later and things like that. Half the time we all do. Every one of us will do. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. It's okay. But who knows tomorrow is going to come? So why we have to postpone it? I always tell people, particularly when people are crossing 60s and 70s, I tell them, why can't you write something about your property or something as a will or something in a sheet of paper? It is all valid. When you are writing and with your signature, it's all valid. Keep it, because later you will not have regret that somebody fought over it. You won't be there to see it, but still there will be a lot of unwanted issues. When people say, oh, why so soon? Any day we don't know what's going to be soon or not, isn't it? So we need to do that. Every single thing cannot be procrastinated. Tomorrow, later, it will never happen. So procrastination will lead to anxiety and worry. One thing which we need to avoid in our way of living is procrastination. Then next comes learning new things. Why should we do? Why should we learn new things? There is a story of Galileo. Galileo and Socrates are all very big, they are people who are having very high level of knowledge, philosophers. Socrates, I think, and Socrates and Galileo, any one of them, I'm not sure. I think it's Galileo. Galileo, when he was given actually death sentence. He was asked to, they gave him poison, because he said that world is he told the world is coming around the sun and things like that, and he was very practical in science things and all. People didn't accept his inventions and discoveries, so they killed him. So when he was sitting in the prison and he was reading books. One of the person asked him, why are you reading? Because you're going to die anyway. It's okay. Before I die, I'm learning new thing and dying. So it's okay for me. Also, he asked the person what poison is it, from which it came made of, the poison which is given to him for drinking. Even for that person laughed. Why you should know about it? Then he said, see, whatever I want to know, I want to learn till my end. That's what they say. So what is going to happen in future is not going to do. So learning new things, it always gives us an excitement. Like when you see a new recipe, every day, if there is a holiday, why you should get up late? Get up early, go to a park, go around and come and see whether before anybody else come, I will go and come. I'll sit in the corner, in one alone and see the greenery of the park or garden or a tree, and I'll enjoy it. Birds will make a nice sound. I'll do that and come. Or go and cook a new dish, which is there in nowadays. A lot of things coming in YouTube, and so many cookery shows are there in television. But sometimes you can sleep late also. That's not a problem. But new initiatives will make you feel happy. Why we will make happy? Because you're learning something new, learning something exciting. Then what happens? Your lifestyle, normal to little deviated, then you have little peace. Because it's monotony and always creates a lot of boredom, and the life has become little stressful on that. Oof, morning I have to get up, do the same thing, boring. So I do something new, I do something exciting, then the life is going to be happy. Then do not think that others are having better than you. This is one of the very famous things which everybody say. There is always a saying from Onida, neighbors envy, owners pride. Why we have to be envy about somebody's having another good television, good refrigerator, good washing machine, good car. Actually, one person in whom I know, when they come to our house and all, they will see I would have bought one spoon in one corner of the road from the platform. I would have bought. She said, "Oh, how do you get nice things? Only you are getting." They will say. They will always feel low about themselves. That's bad. So self-esteem goes down because we don't. Every time I don't get anything properly. You all have good things. I don't have. Even though they will have a palatial house, they'll say one small puttu thing in somebody else's house, they'll get angry, jealous. So what is wrong in that? The art of being happy is to be satisfied with what you have. Lifestyle changes will also involve in these kind of attitudes. Like we think that what we have is good. If we can buy, we buy. If I don't buy, if we don't buy, that's it. My house is the best. I am keeping things nice. It's mine. Very happy, contented. But you also should know someone else is happy with what they have or what they don't have, but you have that. So that is something which we have to look on. We are better than somebody and they are also happy, and you can also be happy about it. So why we need to be very much worried? Oh, they bought, you see, so nice, the house is so nice. What is wrong? You also have a house. You also have something which they don't have, or you have something lesser than what's wrong. Be happy about what you have. Contented life is going to be a happy life. So how you will be getting contented? Your time with your family, your friendship, your well-being, your healthy, those things are going to be very good. You may also think that sometimes they would have lost so many things to get that particular expensive thing. They will use a lot of time, energy. They would have been working morning to evening. They don't have time to spend with the family, but you have a time to spend with your family. That's fine. That's what is very important. So this part, this is very crucial. Not having comparison with the other people about materialistic things. See, this materialistic thing only is something which is very important. Even when you are going to temple, if I have to pay 50 rupees to take a darshan and other person, people going without paying it, oh, I take a lot of time. See, they are paying and going. Okay, they are paying and going, it's their problem. We go in our way and anyway, we are seeing the same God. God is not going to become shorter because you are coming in the free ticket. It's not that. So this is how we need to convince and make an established idea that what others have is not mine. What I have is mine, and I'm happy. I'm contented with this. I will be happy with that, so on and so forth. Similarly, you see the house completely cluttered. The dresses that are not worn, vessels that are not used, paper, books, unused material. So many of them we keep. Like people like us, me. I'm telling you people, I'm telling myself, like we have something called a system loft in everybody's house. When you go into the loft and see, you will find things which you have not used for ages, and you still keep it. Some sentimental value, we do keep it, but some of them which can be useful for others, that can be removed. So you can give it to needy people. We can give some books to people. You can give clothes. You can give vessels to anath ashram or any places where people. All those things we can do. So why we give that? Two things will happen. First and foremost, your house is clear, uncluttered. It will become, and you will be very happy. I gave something to somebody. Even though it is not very useful to you, it will be very useful to others. What is not useful to you may be very useful to others. So you, if at all you give, that mental satisfaction also will come for you. So that is one of the thing. Always clinging to something all the time. Please let go. Then what happens? The happiness will come. See, what happens one day, that's what we always talk about this. Let go, let go, let go. You know the story of monkeys putting hands in a bottle of nuts. Okay, the monkey puts the hand. There is a nut bottle. Monkey put the hand inside and take lot of nuts in the hand. The moment they take the lot of nut, when it is trying to pull that out, it's not coming out. The monkey thinks, why it's not coming out? I want to know. What you have to do? The monkey has to put 3-4 things down. Then the hand will come out. But monkey doesn't know. Neither it is able to eat that nut, nor it is able to come out of the hand. Hand is not coming out of the bottle, and it's of no use. Start getting, which is not useful, let it go. When the let it go happen, that kind of lifestyle will make you satisfied and you will be mentally happy. Okay. Then next, very, 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 very important thing, just say no. You don't need to have explanation. You don't need to have no apology. Von Gramer has told for leaderly person. This is Swami, not Shivananda, sorry, Swami Chinmayananda it is. Swami Chinmayananda told, a successful man who knows how to say no. Anything and everything, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Later, you can't be good to everybody. Sometimes you have to say no. It's no, I'll not be able to come. I'll not be able to do this. Sorry. What is wrong? If you cannot do it, you cannot do it. That's it. So if you keep on doing things for others, where is the time for your own people, your friends, your relatives? Anytime you ask them, some function, I can't come, I don't have time. Because you will be doing somebody else's work. There must be some deadline for what you are doing. See, in our lives, we all have done that mistake. But I'm telling you, I have experienced it very often. Now I'm realizing that's a very big mistake what I have done in my life. That is saying yes to everything. You will do? Yes, I will do. This will you do? Yes, I will do. What happens? I don't have time for myself. So I have made that mistakes. Normally, we don't have time to make a lot of mistakes and learn. Learn from other people's mistakes. I'm giving you, this is a mistake I have done in my life. I've started changing it. I'm feeling a lot better now. I can't say no. I can't say yes to everything. And I will be really, really worked up. So saying a no is very crucial. But for not everything you will say no. But you will see no for the things which is above your limits. Or on a particular day, you will be finishing everything. Somebody will say, will you finish this also? No, I'm going home. I have time. I don't have time. Otherwise, what happens? You would have told somebody at home that I'll be coming at 6 o'clock in the evening, and you will be sitting and doing somebody else's work. You will go at 8 o'clock. They will get angry, and your family is having disturbed life. So everywhere we need to put boundaries and say no to whatever you just cannot. You don't need to give any excuse. You cannot give any explanation, and there may be no apology also, because even in school offices, even in big places, there is always a provision, and always the people who said no survived. Always the people who said yes were taken to task. Every time the work was coming to him again, and oh, I sit and do a lot of work. I slog here. Nobody bothers. In fact, the slogging people never get a promotion also, because they know somebody, the people who are higher authorities need somebody to work for them rather than giving them a promotion. This is what will happen. So be very, it is actually Swami Chinmayananda. So it is his thought. You are a successful man who knows how to say a no. Then next one, very, very important, celebrating victories. You always think that I have done this, I have done extremely well, and it is my thing, all those things. You will celebrate. I won that game, I won. How many of us go celebrate other people's success? At home also, somebody else is coming with one trophy or something. There must be, very good, congratulations, over. Do we celebrate how we celebrate our victories? No. We expect somebody to celebrate our victory, but we don't do it. Then what's the use? So your members, your family, your friends, celebrations are going to be very important. That celebration. You can say you are off to great place. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting that you have to climb a big thing. Go, get on your way. That kind of motivation. How many people tell us? In fact, somebody will come and say, when they particularly, I've seen this very often, when a person who is not that very much invited, maybe I'm little skeptical about it, but still, some people say for mother-in-law or something, the daughter-in-law comes with some kind of achievement, they don't celebrate that much as their son get that, something like that. I have always felt that. But it's not only mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, or anybody for that matter. If you like a friend, if they succeed something, you will celebrate. If you don't like them, they got it. Okay. So these kind of things can be removed. What we can say, we celebrate everybody's victory, everybody's success. Compliment them, everybody. Wow, you've done a wonderful job. Good, very good. Thank you so much. It's good. I'm seeing your success, etc. Finally it will come back to you also. It's always a give and take only. When you give something, it will come down twice double to you. Oh, that person celebrated my success, let me celebrate their success. So this is one of the very important way to keep yourself happy. Then another very important thing, as I told you in the beginning, even if you're having your day as a last day of your life, you will go, no, out of touch people. Oh, my friend, I'll call them, I will do this, I'll do that. There are so many things we can do. We can call, send an email, we can give a call to the nowadays. That's what I told my brother. My brother lives far away from me, and when I was traveling from Bangalore to Chennai, it was almost like 5 to 6 hour journey, in which I was feeling bored because I was traveling alone. Then I called my brother, who is in somewhere like 17,000 miles away, and I called him, and we were talking over the phone throughout the journey, 3 hours. And it was like we were living the old days which we lived together as his brother and sister. And what happened is, he said, like, very nice, no? We could easily call each other. Earlier and all, when I call you, you have to put a ISD code, drunk call, and this and that. Now you have a device in your hand, just click the number, or keep it in your ear, and you are off. So we have the device, we have the gadgets, we have the facility today. Video calls can be made. That means to say, you can bring in your out of touch people into nearer to you. You may be thinking, why should we talk to them? They will not been talking to me for a long time and all. But you may feel nice, because some people would have been very close to you when you were young, and you have lost touch with them also. Like I recently in the Facebook, I saw, how many of you have you having friends for more than 20 years? And I saw so many people, yes, 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 yes. It's all happened because of media, because of Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, or your phones, your emails, WhatsApp, everything. So we can do that. That brings you lots and lots of happiness. Why? Because your younger days were always a pretty ones, and you had your own companion that time. Those people will bring back your old nostalgic memories, we call it as. It will give you all these things, okay? And you can maintain a very beautiful small garden. Not only this kind of garden, you can make a methi, you can make a kotmiri, that is coriander, something palak, one small pot. You can just pluck it, pudina, and use it in your cooking. Wow, oh, it's for my garden. So nice. No, it's like that. And every day some flower coming new. Oh, you see this rose is coming down. This color is so pretty. Things like that. One mirchi, green mirchi coming out of our own house tree or plant. Very nice. Basil, go and put one small diya near the tulsi plant. How divine it looks. That garden in the house, it need not be a huge house. You don't need to be having an empty space and a much space and all. One pot, one two pot, even in the kitchen, you can keep a small pot. It will give you a lot of satisfaction. It's new things coming in front of you, new beautiful things coming in front of you. It gives lots of satisfaction. Then again, walk in natural setting. You go in, on the park, beach. Beach is something which gives you go and sit near the beach without anybody and look into the waves. You can sit for hours. That's more than I love to do that, because when I was young, I lived in Chennai, and beach is one of our favorite place. If you go out, near the beach, and beach tells you stories. You don't need to even think anything. You just sit and watch it. It's tell you a story. You can keep watching it for hours. You know how much it is like a yoga. It's like a meditation. It will remove all the things what you were having in your mind, and it gives you some immense pleasure. Similarly, riverside. You walk near river. That slow, small waves of the river and chirping of the birds, trees, green trees, nice, beautiful wind. Wow, it looks so nice. So all these them refreshers, and so we breathe in fresh air, So that gives you a lot of satisfaction, mental and physical health also. And again, do something on your own. Do a painting. You need not be a Picasso. You can paint on your own. Whatever you want, you can paint. Or small craft, or like one small ship or something which you can hang. There are so many things coming using plastic bottles, reusing plastic things and things like that. Some house decor, cook a new dish. These things will make you very, very happy. Then otherwise you put on a television and put a comic scene which is you like the most. Just enjoy and laugh loudly. Laughing loudly will de-stress you. Laughing is the best medicine. Keep laughing and read some jokes and laugh happily and talk to everybody, laugh happily, crack jokes on each other, happy. So that is a kind of one more de-stressing technology. Or otherwise change the furniture in the house, move this way, that way, so it will give some new look to your house. Maybe you have 4 chairs, you put in corner, so you put it in the middle, you push it other way. Even in the kitchen, keep this your vessels in a different way, so it will give a freshness to your house. And your thought process also, you can change. You can even think how to put this down. We'll change this way, shall we change that way, that kind of thing. Go for a holiday. That's again a very interesting thing. Short or long with the family. Now with COVID, we cannot do. Okay, it's okay. We can go we can take things and go sit in the terrace or something, or come outside, go near some place where you can just spend time together. If you're spending time together, the bonding with family itself will have your heart, because nowadays in earlier and all, the father is one head figure. People used to fear, Appa, but oh, I'm so scared of my mother, scared of my father. Even today, so many people does that. So that scare will not bring in any love. Scare will remove. There was a person who is a big writer in Tamil. I don't know how many people know about it. He's called Sujata. He got a letter from one parent. You write so much about your things and all. My son and likes your writing. I want you to write about how parents have to be treated well, and because they have lived and given the life to them, they have done a lot of things to them. And so, but the children who are come, when they come, they don't even spend time with the parents, and so on and so forth. And he gave the address of his son to him. And the son lives in Australia. So this Sujata was feeling a little skeptical. Should I not? Then he felt, okay, the father is very old and he is feeling so sad. The children are not taking care of him, not taking care of him, talking to him. They give money and talking to them. There was no talking. So what he did, he wrote a mail to that boy who is there in Australia. See, your parent came and spoke to me. I am Sujata, so your favorite writer. So this is what they felt. What do you say about it? That boy immediately wrote back, thank you so much for writing it to me, Sujata sir. You can write this as a story. He said, when we were young, me and my brother, my father and mother worked for us, no doubt. They gave life for us, no doubt. But was their conversation with us is that go study, go to tuition, finish your work. If you don't get marks, you won't get good job. You have to get a good job. Go. They will not allow us to talk. They will not allow us to go out and play with our friends. They will not talk to us. Always said study, study, study. Of course, it made us, we became strong. They became first everywhere. But we didn't have the habit of talking to the parents. So now, all of a sudden, to start again, we are not able to do it because we have never spoken to each other in a very common terms. So how bad the father felt for that later is that, oh, really, I didn't even think about it. Now what, it was very late, right? We cannot go back and say we'll relive our old days, I will talk to you and all. It's very difficult. Bonding with the family will bring you a lot of mental and physical happiness. But why do we do all these things? I said so many things. Go do new things, walk, go for a walk, don't be jealous, don't be do this, everything I told. So many things I've told, almost like 10 to 12 or 14, I don't know how many I told. For what I should do all the things? Why should I do? What is this to do with the lifestyle? What you are talking about? Ma'am, you so supposed to talk about lifestyle. You are talking something else. No, because lifestyle changes are required. For the lifestyle changes, you need to do all these things, because your healthy body plus healthy mind only will give an happy life. One happy mind is there, no healthy body is not there, then you are always, it will give a worry. Oh, I'm not well, I'm not able to walk, I'm not able to stand. And if you are very healthy body, but mind is there, oh, they are doing this, they are doing that, they are not very happy with me, I'm not able to talk to them. That healthy bad unhealthy mind and unhealthy body, again a problem. So you want to have a happy life, you need to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. So the lifestyle changes, whatever I have just told it, they will able to forget unhealthy habits, which will bring their health down, and promote practices that will enhance their healthy. There is, they, you can just see, healthy living is required means you need to have certain kind of lifestyles. You need to forget so many habits which you may or may not have. So that is why all these things I told, so many things I told, it will create a situation where you will be away from unwanted practices. What are they? What are unwanted practices? Let us have a small look for that. Health is not simply the absence of sickness. It's not only that. Health is something which it's overall mental, physical, psychological, all health together. Somebody who is very healthy, very wealthy, still the mentally they are disturbed, their life is so miserable. Whatever they do, they will not be satisfied, they'll not be happy. They will have one worried look all the time. So it's not only absence of sickness, it is something else. First, we'll see what are the healthy behaviors. Not smoking, eating healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, abstaining from drinking, getting adequate sleep. These are all healthy behaviors. Just think over how many of us do not have these things. Most of them probably don't smoke. That's fine. Smoking is bad, and I'm going to come one by one. Healthy diet, zero. That is one of the major issues which we have today. Maintaining healthy weight. Obesity is some of the great problem today. Exercising regularly, oh, it's difficult. 10 days I'll do, 11th day it will go out for a toss. New Year resolution, I will do exercise every day morning. 3rd day it will be, 4th day it will be little cold. 5th day I'm not feeling well, over, gone for a toss. So we have to be very careful on that. Abstaining from drinking alcohol, getting adequate sleep. Again, this is one big issue. I don't get sleep properly. I don't do this properly. Why I'm not able to sleep? These things are there. So healthy, these are all but called healthy behaviors. Which healthy behavior is more important according to you? You can do. Don't smoke, exercise regularly, say no to alcohol, maintain a healthy weight, sleep, eat healthy diet. Which one is important? You decide for yourself. Anyway, if at all you don't smoke, it's not a problem. Exercise regularly, it may be required because I put on weight. Healthy diet, yeah, I don't eat properly. Let me eat properly. Say no to alcohol. Anyway, if at all you don't drink, there's no issue. Healthy weight, if you eat healthy food, you will have healthy weight. And of course, even your body is completely normal and good, you will definitely get a good sleep. So which one is important? You need to decide and work accordingly to get that. So stop smoking. Why we have to stop smoking? Tobacco is most preventable cause of death. 1/3 of all cancer deaths related to smoking cigarettes. Risk factor for lung cancer associated with other types of cancer. Increased risk of heart disease and chronic lung disease. This many things will happen when we smoke. So should we, if anybody is there and with smoking, should we do that? We have to think. Quitting the best gift you can give yourself and your loved one. See, when you see nowadays before the movie, one child and the father comes and they say, oh, why it has become like a smoky area, and the child looks into the father after seeing an advertisement on the television, if why cigarettes are making people killing, the father goes and throws and come back. And it is not only smoking is injurious to one's own health, it is injurious to others' health who are nearby, it's called passive smoking, bad. Then I am not showing that video. I'll come back. Then healthy diet, balancing calories. Enjoy your food, but eat less. Avoid oversized portion. Don't eat so much. Eat little. In that one foods, one should increase. Make half your plates with fruit and vegetables. Make at least half your grains whole grains. Switch to fat-free or low-fat milk. So fatty things are bad. What do you have to reduce? Choose foods with lower sodium. You should not eat so much salt. Then drink water instead of sugary drinks. Sugary drinks we should reduce. What are sugary drinks? Particularly the aerated drink, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all those things, we can bring them down. And exercise and yoga keeps one body fit. Running and jogging, balanced exercises for senior adult, etc., are very important for healthy living. This kind of lifestyle change everybody can make. Stop drinking alcohol. Why? Increase the risk for certain cancers, liver, esophagus, throat, and larynx cancers, immune system problems, and brain damage. This last one is very crucial. Alcohol brings in huge amount of brain damage because alcohol directly affects the back brain. We can't call it small brain or cerebellum. It affects. So we need to change that. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. Drink more water every day. Whenever you want to drink water, please keep drinking. So that's what it is. When you are thirsty, you drink water. And we all know that every half an hour, we all will be thirsty. Do not deny water to the body. Then reduce gadget time. This is what is very important. Nowadays, parents are all sitting with gadget all over. One on the other side. And you know what? Earlier and all, when you used to travel in train and all, bus and train and all, I used to see a lot of people, neighbors sitting and talking and chatting. Some kind of liveliness used to be there in the compartments of the train or buses. Now, you go and get into the bus, you get in the train, it's kind of pin drop silence, Everybody is being gluing to their screens of the mobile phones. They don't even talk to each other. There is no communication. There is no, you always say, the friendship in the train. It's not happening now because everybody are very, very busy with their own phones. So that gadget is taking over everybody's life, including not talking to our own children, our own people, because sitting and seeing WhatsApp, they talk to each other with WhatsApp only. I've seen one family, my friend's family, when I went, the children, her daughter and her friends are having night out, something like that. They are going to come, some friends of her came to my friend's house. So they're all sitting. And I said, normally when 4 or 5 girls and 4 or 5 boys are together, they'll be chatting and laughing and chirpy. It'll be, It was again silent. I said, what is that? You say a lot of children at home, no noise only. She started laughing. I said, just go peep in that room and see and come, she said. So what they were doing, they were passing messages to each other and sitting together. That means to say they don't even know how to talk to each other. That's a problem. So that is created by the adults. Adults only started. They get the gadget and they do that kind of thing. Also media, the television, everything we have to do wisely. And you be an example. You reduce your screen time. You reduce your mobile time. Whenever it is required, only you pick the. Otherwise, keep the mobile away. No gadget time. You keep that time also so that you can spend time with your children. Very important. Why? Gadgets reduce our family time. Step 2, we definitely reduce our family time. And sleep well. 7 to 8 of hours of sleep for most of the adult. Negative health effects for oversleeping. You will have more depression, hunger, and anger. Too little sleep, again, depression, stress. They will not be able to concentrate, lack of concentration, and so on and so forth. So these things are the things which you are going to change as to live a happy life. When you do all these things, I told so many things in the beginning, going out for a walk, happy lifestyle, exercises, spending time with each other, not giving your body and mind a lot of stress. Don't not postponing the anything, and do things on time. Enjoy the life, enjoy the surroundings, live as though you are living the last day. Then these kind of changes will make your life very, very happy. I have a small video which I'll share, and I feel that you all will be able to see that in a happy way, so that we will also able to live happily. Let me go back and show that video to you, so that are you able to see the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been telling yourself you want to live healthier, but you have no idea where to. The news is that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a private chef and personal trainer to live a healthier.
One second, there is
6 miles in diameter. Your lifestyle. It starts with just a few little changes that you build upon day after day. Sure, there are guys named Fabrice who charge 1,000 English pounds per hour to whip your body into shape while wearing spandex. But you can also just go for a 30-minute walk every day to lower your stress, reduce the amount of cortisol being dumped into your blood, and even help you to lose weight. If you walk outside, the benefits are compounded. Experts who've gone to prestigious universities have studied the effects of being outdoors and learned it makes us happier, more cooperative, smarter, and retain our memories better. 2. You could also fork over some major cash to have a highly trained nutritionist tell you what not to eat. Or you could just make some silly simple changes, like giving up one junk food a week while replacing it with something better, like leafy greens, vegetables, fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, sprouts, and healthy oils. If you did this every week, by the end of a single year, you would have completely transformed your diet. One of the biggest components to our overall health is mental health. We're quick to ditch the sugar if we need to squeeze into a dress for a special event. But how much do we take our daily happiness into account? What if you could feel like $1 million every day by simply altering neurochemicals in your brain? It's not hard to do this. Simply increase foods and lifestyle choices that create natural happiness hormones like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. That means you can eat dark chocolate, laugh as often as possible, and add probiotics to your gut to feel like every day is a good day. It's about time you got down to change your lifestyle. Comment below and tell us.
So that's a video which I wanted to share. That is, the lifestyle changes is in our hands. Whatever we do, we can tell the people that if at all we want to live happily, if we want to make others happy who is around us, our lifestyle changes, our habits, our way of looking into things should change. Very simple, but yet very, very productive. So change your lives, change your lifestyles, and be happy. If you have any questions, I will take it. Last 5 minutes is there. You can paste your question in the chat box also. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Kalpana ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, sometimes it's very hard to tell no. You were talking about the concept, So how do you suggest, ma'am? So see, sometimes we are tightly packed, but still to tell no, we are very hesitant to do that. So
That's
what's
exactly
the
what we
right
have to
way
say.
to do that?
Yeah, it is actually nice way is to make people realize that you have hands full already. For example, if somebody comes and tells you when you are doing something, somebody comes and tell you, and do this also means, ma'am, actually, there's so many things are there. Let me finish. I will not be able to do this today. Possibly I'll do it later because this will get it itself will look it going to take a lot of time, and after that it's going to be very difficult. Please, ma'am, can you pass it on to somebody, or I'll do it later, but not now immediately because I need my time at home. So that we can definitely tell. You can politely refuse, but you can say a no. You can politely refuse. I mean, you don't need to be very harsh on that. But then you don't need to be apologetic about it. If you don't have time, of course you don't have time. That's it. Let everybody be very practical about what they are talking. Nowadays, people do understand. Earlier and all, when somebody say no to something, they get angry and all. Now it is slowly reasoning out is something very important. Reasoning is very important.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you, Games Day. This is so nice and informative. Thank you so much, and probably it will be very useful in future in your lives also. Thank you so much for that compliment. Yeah. Any more questions? I felt like you may ask more questions to me this time because the topic is such that we have a lot of things.
And thank you so much for the insights. Most of the things we all know, but the only problem is that we don't focus. And with this session, I really felt that yes, we all have to, sit back and think, and also retrospect the way we are living and behaving also. So thank you for this. And I would really appreciate if we can have such sessions more often, because along with the kids, it's also important for parents also to change. If we change our lifestyle, we'll definitely.
You can model it for the
Yes.
children.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Yeah, that's exactly is our idea that whenever we do certain things as an adult, we can model it to our children so that they will follow it. Yes, that's something which is the purpose of what we try to do for the parents also. Thank you so much for that input, ma'am. Thank you so much. That Kenisha Rahul is looking so cute in the picture.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? If anything is not there, like Shushma, I think you can
Yes,
just
ma'am.
go ahead and finish.
Yeah.
Session.
Parents, anybody has any doubt to clarify with ma'am? We should not miss this opportunity, such wonderful topic. Okay. Yeah. Ma'am, thank you so much for imparting such valuable tips as to how to be happy in life. So, to put it in a nutshell, the points what we learned is about the meaning of lifestyle, why it is important to change our lifestyle, and all the powerful tips what you gave. As one of the parents said, it's we know all these things, and the points were also very simple, but at the same time sometimes we fail to apply that in their life. So please, we need to think about this because our children will be looking at us, they'll be following us, and it is very important we need to follow all these points properly so that we set an example to our parents. And ma'am, one very important point which I always like and appreciate is live every day as though it is the last day in your life. Very important. So it's not good that we dwell in the past and keep thinking about past and spoil our present. So God has given us such wonderful life, we should thank him and make best use of our life. And one more very important is reunite with the family, ma'am. That I really appreciate. I'm working on this point where because of this busy schedule we have lost that connect with family members, friends, relatives. So it's very important. How I have started is just by making note of their birthday dates and make sure first thing what I do in the morning, pray to God, and I just send one birthday wish, and I make sure I call them and talk to them. So this is
Very
one
good.
way Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. So I think this is one way where we should connect with our family, relatives, friends, and make our children also realize this. All these factors are very important for them in life, and also, ma'am, very important that healthy habits we need to develop. Very important point, and I'm sure for parents there are a lot of takeaway from this session, ma'am. We always appreciate your wisdom and knowledge, and the way you communicate, you deliver things is amazing, ma'am. Thank you so much for this valuable time of yours, enlightening us with so many points. Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Sushma. It was a wonderful experience. Actually, it's not only a lifestyle or anything. We are, as you said, it is not new. It's everybody knows everything about whatever I've spoken. But
Yes.
only thing is, when it comes to application, it takes some kind of hesitation, as you said. So the hesitation, if at all, it has to be removed. We should consciously try for it. That we should do it consciously. So what I have just spoken is like a fine tuning or re-bringing into our memories. So the moment it happens, we can easily implement it and start working towards it. It's not that it's very difficult, but at the same time it needs a lot of conscious effort from our side. So all the best to all of you. Thank you so much, Sushma.
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
enjoyed the session with you all people. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Hare Krishna, parents. Hare Krishna, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.